So my Nintendo Switch Mini video did pretty good, but a lot of people were commenting saying that it was the most ugliest thing they've ever seen. I don't know what they're on about. But anyway, I thought I'd give it another attempt. Here is the Mark II version. Here it is, and this one has quite a few improvements. So let me show you around this one in more detail. Okay, I think the first thing to do is to weigh them, because in my opinion that's the best feature of this Switch Mini here. So the normal Switch comes in at around 400 grams. There you go, 401. This one did come in before at 275, but now it's a little bit less. It's coming in at 264, and the reason I managed to save a little bit of weight is by removing the batteries from the Joy-Con, because I read the comments on the previous video and somebody said that I could remove the batteries from the Joy-Cons and then wire them straight into the Switch, which is exactly what I did. So these Joy-Cons get their power now from the Switch itself, so they no longer need the batteries. And if you have a look here, if I go down to controllers and go to here, you can see right now they're half full. The Switch is around half full. If the Switch was full, these would be full. As the Switch gets lower, it will start flashing up with low battery on the left and right Joy-Con. Now the other thing that now works, that didn't work before, is the vibration feature. So I've put the HD rumbles just down here and down here. So if we go to search for controllers, have a listen. That's that one and this one. So it's nice now to have the vibration feature back. Still haven't got a touch screen because I wouldn't know the pin configuration of the touch screen to be able to get a replacement, and it probably doesn't exist anyway. Now other things, we now have a D-pad, which is quite nice, yeah. So obviously with the normal Switch you can't have a D-pad because the Joy-Cons are made to be separate, so they need to be able to be played in the side configuration. So this one here acts like a little controller, but I don't have to have that in the Switch Mini, so that's why we now have a D-pad. And also I put the little IR camera in it, not that I would ever need to use it when the Switch is like this, but I still thought I've got room, I might as well put it in there. And if you've noticed, I've put little curves down the bottom of the Joy-Cons to kind of mimic what the Switch looks like itself. And lastly, the reason it looks slightly better than it did before is because before I just covered it in duct tape because I didn't really know what to use. I haven't got a 3D printer, but Paul from Tampertech said, why don't I get some carbon fibre wrap? So I googled it and I seen that Amazon sell loads of it, so I got myself some white wrap and also carbon fibre wrap. Really cheap, you get something like 5 or 10 meters for like, I don't know, £8 or £9, not a lot of money, and it looks much better. But my wrapping skills still leave a lot to be desired, but it still looks better than it did before, although it's not ideal. As well as that, I've kind of put little grills around the vents and also the speaker and stuff like that. And of course the game card works just like it did before. So if you have a look there now, you can see, if I go up to Zelda, you can see it says that no game card in it, but when I plug that in there, it comes up with it there. And all the buttons work as they should do. Let's just show you them working. We go volume. And let's just go down to system settings. You can see now that everything works just like it should do. So there we have it. That is the homemade DIY Nintendo Switch Mini Mark II. Maybe there might be a third one in the future. Who knows? So if you've got any ideas for me, please add them down to the comments. If you like it, please say why you like it. If you hate it, say why you hate it. Do you think the Switch is the perfect size, or would you like to see a Mini? There you go, quick size comparison there. You can see that it is a fair bit smaller. Remember, I'm just using the components from a Nintendo Switch, so it's only, I can only get it so small. Now as you can hear, the fan can be very noisy on this, and I presume the Switch is not going to last as long. The Mini is not going to last as long as a normal Switch because it's going to be running much hotter all the time, because you can't get rid of that heat the same as you can when you have all the metal chassis and everything that's designed to fit on the Switch. It's supposed to do its job. This is just a homemade mock-up, but I've played it for up to an hour, no longer, in one sitting, and it didn't die on me. So I think the Switch is very good when it comes to heat. I think it can handle it quite well. So there we go, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to put those ideas down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye now.